okay and you're doing okay. My evening is not bad. I can't complain. I'm healthy. Ekyo kintu kikulu nnyo okubeera nga you're healthy. Buli ajja online you like. I'm glad that for once the likes are more than the number of people that are watching. Vinny Katz, Antonio Random Things, Chigozi Stanley, Mugalasi Joshua Mixed Farm, Godfrey Tambala, Derek Luley, Valerian Selunkuma, Mutumba Pade, Majwala Julius. We are counting down to 10. 10 what? 10 what? 10 what? Valerian, 10 what? 10 what? Nenga muli mutya. Muli bulungi bantu bange. I really hope that you guys are doing well. I know King Daniels. Hi. Seconds. Oh. Nichamugamba live button na jamuwa comments musobola okuzisoma. That's something I did not know. So I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. Mukama akukumye ngoli mulamu toina wakuluma. That's important. Nti ate plan zos kyagenda maso. You see, my voice is better. It's not totally healed. I can feel a little pain in my throat, but I have flu, I have cough. Abani every tokuva kusomero, and it was really tough on him. And as he was getting better, I think fena almost everyone got it. Ate to amalo kufuna to damn na yene tumuwa. Amina Valerian. Nsanji phone solution chechi do Uganda wangi. So the flu that we have right now we wafe mbinyo nyonyo na ira yava kusomera eyo singa ibade bisera bya covid twali bade tutandika okuluzo watu ina covid. Amina. So guys, yesterday tutwamaze broadcast kale edobozi lyako nirandi uli aliagala ko naye kyonna kikiri. So yesterday we did a broadcast and we were talking about this. You guys submitted reason. Sanji Phone Solutions. Were you part of the broadcast yesterday? Sejukira kula ku broadcast yegulu. Yesterday we were talking about reasons why business 53 bana imoroka yange etambula service because a week satu nokola service endala. So anyway, Sanji Phone Solutions, we are talking about reasons. Okay, I have one reason that I shared why businesses is after abavubuka is lasting beyond 1 year. Right, they don't get to see their first anniversary, and it's totally true. Okumanyanga, it's true. We have actually started engombe je tugamba nti oyaguddewo edduuka mu mwe myezi esatu rent yasooka kastagwayo ajja kubagaddewo yatandise okulunda enkoko bwanajja mu bwali bunaaviramu ajja kuba kikoye okitegeera. And Sanji Phone Solutions, we were talking about why Ugandan businesses don't actually get to see their first anniversary. And people gave reasons, but I'd like for you to share as a person that has a number of businesses. Because Sanji Phone Solution in a business, kindly share with us why you think, from your experience, so why do you think, why do you guys think Ugandan businesses owned by young people like us, young, sinaweza miaka ana because kumiaka ana asatu munana ubatandikira okugamba nti no longer young kata obotandisa okukaddiwa. So why do you think ataba de ku broadcast yegulu, why do you think that our businesses hardly make it to the first anniversary? Wachi, we can share about that, and we can share on that, and then probably umuntu agenda kutandika business agenda gitandika nga agize. So nga sinaba kuliza my reason yesterday, I want to expound more on it, why I came down to say that that's the only reason why tezitera kutuka first year anniversary. Prince Pinto, hi. Valeria nagamba Arthur tokola kintu ekyo sebo, leave young people alone. Jangwene sebo Valeria ninchali muto, I'm still young until I make 38 years. Yeah, bagafuna abachikira abavubuka mu parliament nga basajja bakadde omusajja alina emyaka 43 yakuchikira abavubuka mu parliament. Kandi webuzona amanye ebizibu yabavubuka bye bayitamu nga tabimanyi I remember there is a dude twasoma naye Makerere. So kati ali mu office ya one of those big guys in First Family. Dude nga tusoma naye ngalaga yakiikira abantu beewaabwe abavubuka naye nga maani musajja mukulu okitegeera naye nga Makerere yali yaddayo kufunayo funye papula. So twali tusoma n'omuntu yalajja no nabunonyi kipapula akole ki asobole okwalifying okukola ebintu ebirala agambe nasoma kino at least okitegeera. So for the guys that were not part of the broadcast, why do you guys think that Ugandan businesses or businesses owned by Ugandan young people don't live to see their first anniversary? And I was saying that plan for your business the way you plan to buy your first car. Because one thing I've realized about you guys, they plan a lot. You guys plan. No sondere motoka, olumu no sondere emyaka esatu ng'osondera motoka ga, you're really focused into sondera motoka. As you're getting the money for the car, then you start planning, what car will I buy? Egenda be nkolera kinaki. Nojja ku broadcast ya Arthur nusandika okusoma emmotoka eno bwembanjigula kyekirala kyerina okunkolera. The amount of thought that you put into buying a car, I've realized for most of the young people, it's less than the amount of thought they put into opening a business. When someone wants to open a business, they think they should invest somewhere. Gundi yakola nasare school nankanzuguleo. As long as they have the capital, they'll open it just like that. And remember yesterday Maggie Farms yabadaba gamba for her, she plans for a year in advance. Iranga gamba bera planning anga balala baseka. Bwatuko okukola ki okuhayiwa lugembe bwatuuka okukungula ng'abaali baseka ate kati batandise okunyiiga lwaki akungula nnyo okitegeera. So that's where it came. Ninze contribution ya Nsangi phone solution. I think a lot of us lack orientation to the point that a lot think it's about capital only. Moreover, yes, actually by the abantu abasinga baruza it's only about capital. You remember guys when I was telling you bani yambuza wano aina million yoba yagamba aina million asatu ng'ali mu kubuuza business gija abatandika okitegeera, then wabawo n'omulala oba yagamba yagatandika business ki a couple of weeks ago, months probably, and I was telling these people, you know what, wobera ne million kumbo botandika business oko giteke mu satu and then see it work on itself, then it will demand for the things that it needs. Era joko mugenda maso your business nga yesabira ebintu okitegeera. Hi Adrian. Ugandan homes, some businesses need investment in good consultancy services so that you can know if the business is viable in a given location. Thank you, Ugandan homes. Sanji phone solution at what Dagambe, it's better to start with what you understand very well. Olimutufu nyo nti just because you have 50 million doesn't mean you go invest in real estate. Ukitegeera kubanga oluwa abali mu real estate nga bo bakolera mu ddala omusimbi. Nenga gwate sendezo inazijja mu ngatto nkadde because you understand it better. Ukitegeera. That's why sometimes people RAV4 engine so logiteka mu Vanguard. If the engine those cars is the same, you just pick the engine and put it there. Ukitegeera because as a motoka wiziba mu I think over ebera AZ. Is it the AZ engine? You just pick the AZ engine from the RAV4, put it in a Vanguard. Okitegeera bisigala bye mu computer sigala yemu, just put in plug and play. Okitegeera Nsangi phone solution agambe tandika nekyotegeera very well. However, nekyotegeera very well nga Ugandan homes bwagambye nti okyasobola okukola ekintu kyotegeera very well. You guys remember Nokia? Mujukira nti Nokia yali ekyasinza okuba enene mu nsi yonna. All of you guys abali myaka janga, at least you wanted to buy a Nokia phone, buy nabo chipaka pesa ne bafuna bu flip, then bafuna zile simu ezabanga ne keyboarding, kwati keyboarding and nene weziti okitegeera. And then along the way the company went under. And then for the guys that have probably read about it, you've read that the CEO Nokia CEO yagamba they did everything right. Tebamanyi kye bakola kichamu kyalemesa company yawe kugenda maso, but it went under just like that. And there are so many other businesses where the CEOs have been doing the right thing. They are doing what they know, but also you doing what you know in the wrong area or doing what you know for the wrong people still doesn't take you forward. For example, you guys have had over housing finance, yes, for microfinance. Of course, I know ABC Bank is a sure deal. ABC Bank here for microfinance because they did not raise the capital needed to be a commercial bank, so they are no longer a commercial bank. There were 3 banks. Do you think the CEOs of those banks did not do the right thing? They did the right thing as guided by probably the board, because the board decides that this year this is what we are going to do, and the CEO is there to make sure that that is done. So the CEOs of ABC and Housing Finance and the other bank, whatever the bank that are becoming microfinances right now, the CEOs did the right thing. The marketing people did the right thing according to what was going on. But what Ugandan Homes is saying is that you need some consultancy osobole okutegeera wano we tuli mu kitundu kye tulimu, is this what we are supposed to be doing, will the people appreciate what we are doing? Kyekye nabagambye Centenary Bank does bagiyita market research every end of year to guide them on what to do next year. So in a way I want to think that Centenary Bank bwefuna ebintu mu research yabwe, they focus on the majors and they major on majors and minor in minors. Kati mwe mudde ne mu complaining nga chichi bo bamanyi bakasitoma babwe kye baagala kye basigala nga bakola, banks endala zikola bakasitoma be batafaako nnyo, bo Centenary nesigala. That's why it's one of the biggest banks. There is a group I'm in, and guys were today they were chatting and they were talking about Centenary Bank and Stanbic. It seemed like Stanbic and Centenary Bank are the biggest banks in Uganda. Nokia's case was lack of failure to revolutionize with then latest cutting edge technology like Android technology, and in their case they failed to take the risk. Did they really just fail to take the risk, or they did not have the information to enable them? No kumanya, information is also power. Obatomanyi chichigenda maso ye research Uganda no homes jagamba nti you need to talk to consultants because the consultants will then tell you kakati, this is where the industry is going. This is what you need to do to be able to move. Like I was talking, Nabagamba Mukatemba, I was talking about some of the best marketing brains in the country. And I was asking them, Katemba, how can we manage? And it's something that we have always known, that life entertainment is moving away from the stage. Entertainment is moving to the mobile phones. Kati, as an artist, tolemera ku stage golokuba you're passionate about the stage and all. If you want, carry the stage and take it to the phone. On TikTok, I follow the National Theatre of the UK, and they have brilliant productions. They have actors from Game of Thrones, from some of the most popular TV shows that you have watched, and they're acting on their stage. But still, they push it digitally. You can subscribe and watch their shows live. You can subscribe and watch their shows back after they already performed on stage. Later on, so I find that sometimes it's just you being rigid. If you're rigid, and sometimes people are rigid because sometimes people are rigid, and if you may look at Nokia is now leaving back after joining Android stuff. Yeah, it's leveling back. True. Higher smart. So whatever you do, I find that what Ugandan Homes I said is important. I find that in Uganda, we don't like to pay other people to do stuff for us. Those people are really under us. We are underpaying them. I found that that's what Uganda is majorly made of. For a Ugandan to pay someone to tell them what to do in their business. So people end up not consulting the people they should be consulting about things they should be consulting about, and they don't do that because they feel, how does that person know something I don't know? I've realized this. There is a time when I used to offer digital marketing services to small businesses, and I realized that majority of business owners actually think they're too wise. They think, okay, I was able to raise all this capital to start this business. Now, you think you're going to come and tell me this is how I'm supposed to market? I'll figure it out. So I found that that's how mostly all small business owners, all business owners in Uganda think. And chechimu kuchasura samona. I remember when I didn't charge market, I used to market nganonya sponsorships for our shows. I went to the marketing department at Samona Jerry. Yes, Samona Jerry had the marketing department. And I gave these guys my proposal. And they said, Arthur, your proposal is really nice. And we really like it. We think it would be something that we can invest in and also get returns. But mukama waffe tatuwuliriza. Then I asked them, then what are you being paid for? So we'll sit in the office and be here. We tell him what we have to tell him. And you guys know how Sabona Jerry, the story ended. Twamaliriza nga ebizigo bigudde tayinaawo. Actually tayinaawo yadde. Kati I think he has a school, because schools normally in Uganda, schools don't really need that much marketing because abantu bazalanga be batuma abaana. But people can have their kids still choose not to use your jelly. So that's the thing that disturbed him. So I've found that Fengaba na Uganda, we don't like to we don't like to consult at all, and we have a lot of. I find that I've dealt with people that have gotten some money nafuna capital na azimba business ye mpola mpola, then atani kokuloza and nkyeri akola 5 years ago kyagenda okukola even today akikola even 10 years to come naye nga ate ebintu bikyuka. Can you imagine we call you to tell us about how to get a fast car and we do find it hard paying for the service? Eventually the brokers drag people to what they benefit from. I think yeah. So I find that in business, first of all, the way you plan to buy your car, ntozuka January 2023 nogamba neguno omwaka naliguze mmotoka. Now the moment you decide that I'm going to buy a car, you start going, you guys start by going to Google, right? Then you Google, then you go to places like Gigi, what car is there. Then after that you go to TikTok, watch all the videos by all the people that talk about cars. Then you go to YouTube, you see the same thing. Information now I think I have 25 million. I think I want to buy a car. But you realize that the process has been long. Google, Gigi, TikTok, YouTube, then that's a very big process. But for the guys that have started businesses in Uganda, how many of you have actually gone through like that business? I want to start a business. I find that in business to gayaram business, you don't go to do Google the way you go to find about cars. You don't go to Uganda Bureau of Statistics, for example, or their website to find out what the population growth has been like in the past couple of years, what businesses have survived, what cities are growing in population, what age group do we have the most, because as you start planning to start a business. We even fear going to people that have, of course, the people that are doing the same business will give you a misleading information, but then they can't mislead you all the way. Business, you can't get the wrong answers from all the 6 people. Then you're best from there. Makram Vlog, how are you? Hasmat, what's up? Guys. So yes, even today's broadcast is going to be short still because of my voice. I'm straining it, and I don't want to say I have a long week ahead of me. Then I still have the broadcasts, and then I have a couple of meetings I have to keep talking. So still the broadcast is going to be short, a little bit short. Why? I want to maintain my voice. Still, I think about shooting reviews in that next week. I already have 2 more reviews that are coming. Uploading, I think one will be tomorrow, but then I have to shoot more reviews. I need my voice. So even today's broadcast is going to be a little short. But the way you plan to buy a car, no collecting a sente zone mpola no bango ine million ana no gamba na ine dasigenda gula motoka ya million ana rumu kasoke ngule ya 25 ndabe bwetambula haine nsima kosi. That's how you should start with the business. Ubobo ine million 5 to papa gamba bangamba nunno bangamba ploti bwenjigula million 10 miezi mukage befuuse ya 2 mugana nogula ploti 5 za million 10 n'otuuza sente. For you guys that don't know, ne ploti zikwata. When people talk about real estate, you would think, it's all roses and rainbows. Like, borugule taka, or bugagabo butu, sente, jagula ploti ya million 10 ojitunda 2. It doesn't work like that. You still need to understand the business. We know my business etambulator. There are some places it is quarter. There are some places where a lot of things can happen when you decide to invest in real estate. Recently I saw a news piece where someone died in a rental. Posara ozimba emizigo gy'abapangisa, omuzigo okasita gufiiramu omuntu. Okitegeera, omuzigo okasita gufiiramu omuntu. Okimanyi nti abantu batandika okutya okugubeeramu. Ebyo byonna biri involved. Mulimu abantu n'agaana okusasula nga tolina mukyamukola. Me, I have an uncle of mine, bazimba ennyumba. It's a standalone house ya bisenge bisatu, erina balcony, a full house. Oli yabawaayo sente za myezi nga mwaka gumu, I think, omwaka olwaggwako, gayi bagenda okukizuula nga w'amagye. Ayina emmundu. Okitegeera, batambuddeko biganye kati bamuleka bw'alifa nga bagoba mu family. Kati you can imagine investing in that. Omuntu najja n'akuwa exciting n'akuwa sente za mwaka n'ogamba ono tufunye mulungi wagunagwera kajja kuba asasudde ogwokubiri, omwaka gugenda okuwera ogwokubiri n'atasasula. Okitegeera, Arthur, what logic is behind registering cars for number plates which are not yet bought? Do these car sellers benefit from that? No, there is no logic. The thing is, the government said 2009 vehicles are no longer supposed to come into the country. If you bring the car, get it a number plate so that you are aim and this car is registered. Which take it, Adrian. No one wishes, actually. If they could, they would keep their cars in there. Nekati abayi no gule number because ogwo mwaka gwino genda okuva Mombasa nga gusasudde omusolo. Okitegeera, so kati zemoroka gwojogena mu kibana no sange number kweri omusolo bagwa gusasulira Mombasa emoroka nejjange number ejina just natagitika ku butesi. Nelson, yes. Arthur, I think business is supposed to be like a child where you nurture it until it can be able to take care of itself, not investing a lot of money at once. Starts, Sanji, so that's Modepe Joshua. Sanji Phone Solutions, the guy start small, avoid loans as much as possible. It's good to develop experience when operating low capital. Avoid women. Holiday, avoid what? Avoid women. Save as much as possible. Be in love with your business. Avoid what? Abasajja. Avoid women. Abakyala baleka akasente bakalya. Ate tebalina kisa. Tebalina kisa. Bakulya. And if you want to understand that tebalina kisa, weyavuwala. Boyavuwala waliwo abadduka. Of course ojja kubaawo n'omuntu omu asigalawo agume naawe. Katamanyi nti obadde okola ebikolobero. Naye bali balina engeri gye baddukamu. So Sanji Phone Solution naye kakyagambye kye kituufu nti avoid as much as possible. Then naturally you should avoid loans. Bintu bya loan ebyo nga bwe nabagambye yesterday, you take loan money this month, next month the same date baagala sente. Kati zo sente ziba zaakoze ddi okutandika okugusasula. Fe abazzukulu bannambi twabatadda. Sibalabula Namanda. Bannange abakyala temuli bangu. I actually think that if you as a man bogezako okubyewala ebintu ebyo ogenda mu maaso ko okusinga omuntu atabyewaze. Temwalabye Jajja Bolo. Jajja Bolo yagamba senga bano. You guys have watched that guy called Jajja Bolo. He said bano basinga okutwala sente ze. Basinga okutwala sente ze. But I find that as a man, if you learn that kind of self-control, obeera unbeatable. Okitegeera, because that's where Samson checha amusula checho. Okitegeera, you'll find nende gundi ono yani ya Judas yali mu Yesu ku sente yali azitwala ziwa kikazi. Okitegeera, nani nono Simon Peter agenda tuko kwigana Yesu yali alabye bikazi nga biri awo ng'agamba nze ngere n'oli feria namwegana. Kati mumbeere awo nga mukimanyi nti abakyala abo bakoze ensobi, basuula, bafiiriza. Kati goloza Simon Peter yeyegaana Yesu emirundi esatu. Mbwali mu ggulu ne Yesu yakulaba obulungi nga amweganye. Nga yakulabula n'okulabula nti ojja kunneegaana gwe era n'omwegaana olw'okuba olabye ebikazi nga weebira. Ate for the guys, mwalaba firimu ya Yesu mwagiraba. Akaseera ako Simon Peter weyegaanira Yesu, abakazi bakamira oba bakikola bakigenderedde. Bamubuuza, ono si abadde ne Yesu? Simon Peter n'akyuka bw'ati. Then they showed us the women looking at Simon Peter like this. And when nze simumanyi, because he had seen the chicks there. He had seen the chicks there. Yegana mukama we n'atambula n'agenda. Kaya yo yadde ne Yesu. Era agenda okukyuka bw'ati ngera waliwo ebikazi. N'agamba nze simumanyi mundeke. Okitegeera, ebikazi bikozesa ensobi maani. Era bw'oba oyagala nnyo ebikazi maani okola ensobi. Kati n'avaawo ogwokusatu. Kikazi kyennyini ndoza kye kyamubuuza, bwe mba story njijjukira bulungi gye nalaba mu firimu. Kikazi kyennyini kye kyamubuuza, kwe sigwa abadde ne Yesu. Simon Peter n'agamba mwagala kumboola mmwe, you will be eaten. Sinze simumanyi, n'amwegaana n'atambula n'aba enkoko n'ekookolima. mbadde manyi story ya Yesu sigimanyi at least akonkamanyi ne kale aka Judas okutwalira abakyala sente kuba kati ate Judas yali yambala magandula, Judas yayita salabirevu, Judas yayita salanviiri, Judas yali tagula mmere kuba Yesu yali amugulira emmere, sente yali azitwalawo, yali azitwalira kikazi. And abakyala bazibu, imagine they can talk even to snakes in a language the two can understand properly, and you men can't even talk to a cow. Nozo kirabye abakyala bakoze sense of mind. Ne Lwasa naye nze ngamba Lwasa tannayavuwala, Lwasa ali mu stand, Lwasa ali mu geraageranya baani abanjagala baani abatanjagala. How many times have you seen a rich man go broke and he comes giving interviews? You guys think interviews are free? He has to pay for those interviews. And how many times do you see a rich man going broke and then he goes around giving interviews? Abakyalwana alimu bagita batya? Alimu troubleshooting mbu atagende ku interview. Kati yali badde alimu troubleshooting esaawa eno. So me, I don't believe that Rasa is actually broke. Anyway, you guys, you see how you plan to buy a car? You see how you plan to buy a car? No one you can you guys ask questions like that car can take a liter can take me for how many kilometers? Ebibuzo byonna mubiraba n'obuuza kakati omupiira gw'emmotoka gwa sente mmeka radio gye nagula gye replacing yes, because you guys already know that when you're buying a car from the bond, that's not the only money you're going to spend on that car. Sicho, you're going to buy a car 26 ugende bagirambe byokulambalamba okuteekako emitwalo nga 25 nomanya nti moroka njagivugayo emyezi nga gijo ngula emipiira emipya bwe nabanjagadde okuteeka mu radio ya Android ya mitwalo 4 nabanjagadde tuteramu abaana bange bu screen ubwo nabo balira akakadde otandika okubala nti air cleaner bwe mankola service ya mitwalo 3 cabin air filter ya mitwalo ndudde okukyusa cabin air filter yange by the way. I think I should change it. Cabin air filter ya mitwalo 3, oil wa mitwalo 8, oil filter ya mutwalo, labor wa service station wa mitwalo 2. Obiraba ebintu byonna binanga bwe tubibala. You get? Kati omala okubala ebintu ebyo byonna as you're going to buy a car. Kyokka n'otuuka okukola business. Noga business ya gundi yagitandika na meka miliyoni 4. Zizino nzina tugula kinaki, tukola amasa, tukole kino, and then that's how you guys normally get into the business. I'm a new business owner, but tebina tambula bubi. Na yeso is not a bed of roses. Daudi it's not. It's never. Actually, business abantu bobanga you don't have if you don't have a strong heart, business so banange egulo nagambye benangira ne mumpe omutwalo nabadde ndi awo nga surveyor waffe Luyirika Isaac asuddeko omutwalo ne yanziza sinagulya gukyali ku kweyatero manoko naye nadde ndi ango omutwalo guze ne yanziza nnyo Isaac the way we plan to buy a car. You guys plan. Some of you guys are watching this broadcast because you think akati ono atajina inakajja okwogera wa kimotoka kanka. But you guys, how many videos that have to do with business have you watched? How many trainings have you gone to? How many workshops have you gone to? How many books on business have you read? Okitegeera. Nze nabanyumiriza ne mbagamba nyina omwana gwe nsomesa digital marketing kati. Twabadde tusoma digital marketing plan. How to plan for your digital marketing. Businesses ziriene ne MTN Airtel batandika omwaka nga balina digital marketing plan. Titujja kulanga ku Facebook emyezi wegiti buli lunaku tulegeyo bulango basente bwezi tekayo post bwezi okitegeera. But that's why they are big. But with a small business, do you know what the chick told me? Yangambe Arthur. Nga n'omutwe guluma nanganize binumya n'omutwe tusoma di email marketing. Kuba yeja ayagala. Ayagala kimuyisa at that moment. And that's a very bad thing for us to do. Kyonna kyokola. Hi Arthur, my brake pedal vibrates when I'm driving at 100. So kabakebere ku mengo. Ozimanye eze mengo. The baita discs. Bazikebereko. Vibrates. Let me see. Akebereko ku kugunde ezo disc. Ziyinza okubanga ne brakes zenyini tezivaako bazikebereko. Just the brake pedal. Why are you stepping the brake pedal when now? I thought if you're going 100 kilometers per hour, you just want to go 100 kilometers per hour. I'm going to see that tomorrow morning, but I'm thinking chitera kuba ku disc ezo nga brake tevaako. So we'll kwatako boti disc esigale kona ko bweti. Normally that's what it is. So anyway guys, a business plan, and there is an easy way for you to create a business plan, because previously trying to money or call a business plan, you need a very big binded book. Right now, for small businesses, you guys can use the business model. The business model is, how do I create and get value? Ntunda chi, nchitunda sente meka, nchiguzani, nkola nani, nkolerawa, okufuukula banga I also get my money back. Okitegeera, when breaking from a high speed, bakebere discs. Rastas in Milan, let them check the discs. Zinzoba zirimu embali cuts. Bwaba akira alinnyako as he prepares to stop. The discs zitera okubaako problem bwebanga vibrating abwetyo. Discs oyinza okuba nga oba bateekamu breaks eza quality embi, obanga discs zennyini zirimu embale nga balina just kuzirefacing. So guys, these are lessons, by the way, I've learned, but I also realized that we as young people tetwagala kukola what it takes, as long as it doesn't make us money there and then. Tetwagala kukisamu manyi gaffe, tetwagala kukisamu sente zaffe. Twagala, if I'm using, for example, Facebook ads, I want to go learn how do I use Facebook ads, and trust me, nze we nali sinaddayo kusoma marketing obukosikosi oba online bonna oba digital oba Facebook ads simanya biki oba bonna bukosi nze nabusoma kuba bwa cheap $10, $20 nabusoma, and still bw'oba tonaba ku masteringa the basics, the fundamentals of marketing, fundamentals of branding, fundamentals of customer service, ne bw'onoogera n'oyiga how to use a tool. Do you know what it means okusena amazzi ng'ogayiwa mu kiseera kirimu ebituli? Mubitegedde ebyo ebyo okuyiwa amazzi mu kibbo. Gavaamu mpola nga totegeera naye gaba gavaamu, ogasena ne gafuluma, n'ogasena ne gafuluma, n'ogasena ne gafuluma, and that's something that you don't want. Okitegeera. So me, I find that maybe buffe bwe twegamba wano, because the easiest comparison is how you guys plan to buy a car. But we're planning to go motoka. Do you know how many hours you have watched? How many hours of my content you have watched? So many hours, right? So if you have watched so many hours of content of cars, you should go back and also watch so many hours of content on business, so many hours of content on marketing. So I find that just the way you prepare for other things, you see how we prepare for Abagula Garubindi, how you prepare to go buy glasses, you even spend almost an entire day in the Mengo kati wantama, ogende Mengo, noveda tukasa wanya, vaisa mwenda. So now I go to opticians around town, and they literally give the same test. It's even cheaper. But still, the thought to give in Namaso ngenda Garubindi zigulawa. You can even go to 3 different clinics. Just why? Because you want to get the right glasses. The amount of time that some of you guys put in to buy shoes, you want to buy the right shoes. Newesanga ati omuntu alowooza nnyo researching how do I, what the original Nikes look how, the fake Nikes look how, all that. Why don't you put in the same amount of work in getting yourself in starting yourself a business? Which tegeera. So whatever, I mean, Jeff's cuts. It's always a pleasure. Which tegeera baganda bange. So me, I find that nze nkirabye nnyo nsomesa nnyo abantu ba digital marketing, by the way, naye bagenda okujja bw'oba oyogera nabo bagamba it seems possible, everything seems possible when I'm in your class, but obudde amaanyi okitegeera the effort tebaagala gisaamu kati n'obudde bwenyi tebaagala. You remember guys, I've been telling you that businesses don't break even in a year. Sometimes businesses break even in 10 years. Remember was a safe border ya breaking the even safe border bachali ku grants, but safe border ichali kusendeza aba investor tebanda bakola sente zijjayo. Okisegeera ne safe border emaze banga ki mu Uganda. Jumia same thing, waliwo bano Rocket Health abagayo balaba bachali mbintu bye Central Forex Command ng'obula nnyo maani. Guys, nyine dakika mukaaga zokka. Reason my voice. Kansome kumanya wanaga abasooseewo. Vinny Katz, Antonio Random Things, Kigoze Stanley, Mugalasi Joshua Mixed Farm, Godfrey Tambala, Derek Lule, Valerian Serunkuma, Mutumba Pade, Majwala Julius, Valerian Nkumaze Serunkuma, King Daniels, Sanji Phone Solutions, Prince Pinto, Tusime Eddie, Roderick Walugembe, Edwin Mugerwa, Ugandan Homes, Kavuma Farouk, Baha Smart, Makram Vlog, Ninsima Kosi, Dogmeister, yes, Wabuyi Nelson, Mudope Joshua, Namanda Babra, Daudi Mukasa. Daudi Mukasa, good luck, man. Business. So just plan, guys. By the guys, planning is very important. Sit down and write down the things you want to do and move with the plan. They have seen it do magic. Nti sikola chintu kitali kuchi. Kitali ku plan. That's why normally someone calls me Arthur. Tuyinza okukola n'enkya inspection mugaso ko booking olunaku lwange kuba bw'otalu booking enkya kugenda baako ekiriko. I create a plan for the next day. Okitegeera. It's very hard for you to say my Saturdays and Sundays because of the cost of fuel, of course, and because I don't want to drive my car and go to town for something that is very trivial on the weekend. Which again, for you to get me out of my home on the weekend, or already on Padde Kaka Saint Rastas in Milan, Jeff Katz, Central Forest Command. Yes. So guys, me I find that Bobanga, you want to do business, quarter. Go to your computer or go to your phone. Right now it's very easy. You go to your phone, go to Docs, you download Google Docs. You can start there. You can get a business model canvas template and use that. Go to Google Docs and say, in the year 2024 month, which is May, this is what we will do as a business. In April, in May, in June, in July, this is what and then you make sure, because it's written down, in some places, employee of the month. How do they come up with the employee of the month? Because the employee of the month, you're hitting a target. But how do you know that they hit the targets? Unless you actually have the targets. But how do you get the targets? Unless you have a plan. And how do you get a plan? Unless you have a place where you started from. So that's what I find, and that's what I wanted to share, guys. I wanted to share this yesterday. Nekakato bulago bukoyi nesimanyi oba aba nesenyiga gwe yalesa abaana bamujja wa ono senyiga wa amaanyi. I'm telling you, I think I have a very strong immunity. Ninga wa amaanyi, everyone has. Mama wa alina, muto wa alina, omuntu ata. By the way, guys, did I update you, Antonio? Mujjukira nabagamba omukozi wange alina olubuto olunene ne mugamba ntumbi nedda omwana yali lubuto. So you guys, when you talked about taking her to the hospital, the next day we made sure that she goes, and when she went, they told us the chick was pregnant. Apparently yajja kimanyi nti ali lubuto. Abana baitambi into. And the thought of her going back to her home like terrifies her. It terrifies her. So Antonio, a update a long time ago. But you know, when we talked about it the next day, so anyway, Antonio, joli olugambo mbadde nyasinga dduwa gugwa singa ku stressing ekintu ky'entumbi teyali ntumbi baba. Chick was pregnant and yajja kimanyi. Apparently abakozi babikola nnyo naddala bw'afuna olubuto nga nannyini lubuto teyeesobola agira najjambo atetenkanyeeko akuŋŋaanye ku busente obunamuyisa mu period eyo. And the trouble is that they don't say, hi Gonzaga, how are you? Guys, mulowooza sigenda basiibula nno. Enkya njja balaba ku makya. Hopefully tomorrow I'm much more healthy. Bali mu kunkolera concoction eno ze twakozesa. Mujjukira concoction ze twakozesanga mu COVID-19. Kati concoction gye bali mu kunkolera eyo. So that the voice gets fully restored throughout the night. I'm getting plenty of rest, by the way. Mpumula nnyo. Why? Because my vocal cords, I don't want my vocal cords to be affected. So guys, thank you very much for being part of the broadcast. Amina Gonzaga. Abe, how are you? And guys, I wish you a very lovely evening. Don't drink and drive. sirimu aluma banange sirimu aluma ekyo mbere nga mukimanyi hepatitis B bana guys gwe batanagema hepatitis B genda bageme hepatitis B ziba dozi 3 namanda agambye anoonya ayinamu ku ttooke muwulidde Antonio olugambo oluwulidde Amina Abe guys mubeere bulungi mukama w'omukisa. I'll see you tomorrow morning abana asobola okubeerawo naye mwerabirire nze omanyi nziruka ku Saturday ne leero sadduse because enkuba yakuze suze etonya. The last time nadduka mu nkuba nagwa ekigo kati enkuba nze olwetonya sidduka, but the reason why I ran njagala kulaba ku baana bange nga bakuze mu university probably nabe ku bazzukulu bange okitegera atani namanya lwaki. I got inspiration from this guy called digital marketing course ya mitwala 3 ya mwezi gumu. Waliwo guy bamuyita William Shatner yazanya mu TV show bagita Boston Legal. Guy nalabe video ye nga he's 93 naye nga guy looks 60 like 62 gatakadiwa. I want to be like that man. So I run a lot, I lift my weights. Of course I lift moderate weights, but I run, I try to eat healthy. Of course eating healthy sometimes can rub unfortunately, but I try to eat healthy. The institute jensomesako eri bachita certified, kibera certified, accredited by the Directorate of Industrial Training. Now Director of Industrial Training is a department in Ministry of Education where people learn skills that apply to the market. Zibaita kati tuwaji baita workers pass nti osomanga wokola workers pass okitegeera. So it's the institute is accredited, the courses they do are accredited. Mukama bawo mukisa baina ne course endala, you can go and check them out. platosinstitute.com, Platos like PLATOS institute.com. Then you'll see the courses that they have. Bana guys mukama bawo mukisa nange munsabire dovozi lideo libere restored menga nsobola okwasa mabulungi nnyo. Amina Valerian. May the good Lord bless you. Ciao, ciao, ciao.